Now then, you lovely lot, thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about the 9-patch block and why I love it so much and why I think it's such a versatile block to use. Hello, I'm Emma and this is the 10-Minute Quilter. So on today's video we're going to be talking about the 9-patch, like I've just said, and I do the 9-patch in my beginners class that I run. And I have also been talking about the 9-patch block with my more experienced quilters this month as well. And I thought it'd be a good opportunity to just drop on here, have a little chat about it and tell you why I like the 9-patch block quite so much. So when I do my beginners classes, if I take those off, we start by doing a little 4-patch block like this. So the students have to concentrate on getting this centre seam matched up. And I love that moment, you know, when they sew it and then they open it up and it's either a yes moment or it's a moment, not quite sure. And if that is the case, then it's that opportunity to say to them, well, if you can live with it, that's fine. If you know that every time you look at that block and it's going to bug you, then you don't have to unpick it and redo it. So once we've got the 4-patch block sorted, we then move on to the 9-patch. So 9-patch, because it's made up of 9 patches, obviously, in a 3x3 grid. And at this point, we now have, if I put this one on here, just to show you, we now have 4 points of contact, 4 seams that need to match up and meet at really nice points in that centre. I'm just trying to see whether mine do close enough. So it's a good block. It's a next step block, I think, for beginners after they've done their 4-patch. So it works really well. But it also works for more experienced quilters as well, because it's a good opportunity to check that we are doing the steps that we should be doing. We all fall into little bad habits, don't we? And so this block, if it's put together, should measure 12.5 inches unfinished. And if it's not, why is it not? Are we doing our rotary cutting accurately? Are we getting an accurate 1/4 of an inch seam allowance? Are we pressing correctly? Are we getting a nice crisp press? Because all 3 of those components will add up, and you may find that your block is not measuring 12.5 inches unfinished, and it's a good opportunity to go back and look and decide and find out why it's not measuring what it should measure. So it's a great block that has been often used in utility quilts. It's great in scrap quilts, friendship quilts, and it's a very simple block, but it's also, I think, highly adaptable and very versatile. This is the starting point for a number of other blocks. So once a student has got this block established, it's then a kick-off point for a number of other blocks that we use that use this 3x3 grid. Friendship Star, Ohio Star, Churn Dash, all of those blocks use this foundation as their starting point. So it's a block that's highly adaptable and very versatile, and that's what I love about it quite so much. So we can have it in that layout where we have the very definite 5 blocks. We can have it in this layout, so we only have 4 of the strong colour within the background. So you can make it scrappy. These are all charm square pack size blocks actually. I don't know about you, but I have got 1 or 2 lying around, so I could put those together, you know, in a scrappy quilt, and that would work really nicely. You can use just 2 colours, as you can see, like I've done here, or you can put a plain block in between it as well to break it up. This was a quilt that I made when we were living in New Brunswick in Canada, and so we're talking probably, well, yes, we are talking 25 years ago now. And you can see that I've just used 2 colours, and I've put a plain block in between the 9-patch, which creates the Irish chain pattern. And this was the first quilt that I had long-armed, actually, funnily enough, as well. And long-armers weren't as well known as they are now. And so this was a big thing for me to get this done, because we had 3 young children and, you know, not a huge amount of money. And so I sent it off to the long armour, and I was very pleased with it, actually, when it came back. She did a great job. It's very simply quilted. There's nothing overly fancy. There's just like a wreath pattern quilted in there, and then a leaf one over the 9 patch. And it's a quilt it's really stood the test of time. It's been a much loved quilt. The binding is still okay on it, but I have noticed that some of the stitching is coming away from the centre blocks a little bit, but I'll take 25 years out of it. That's okay. You can also use your 9 patch blocks to surround another shape if you wanted to. So this is I did lots of these little scrappy 9 patch blocks, and then I put them around a hexagon with some scrappy triangles as well. This is a pattern known as Jack's chain, and again, I'm not quite sure how old this is, but it's an old quilt top, and I keep saying that I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to quilt it, but I haven't quite got to it yet. But I think it's been knocking around a bit, so it might be quite interesting when I actually come to quilt this one, but there we go. On my wall at the moment, I've also got a completed iris chain quilt just using 2 fabrics. I have talked about this one before. This is an extra long one that is going to go off to Quilt for Care leavers because they like them very long and thin. So I'll put a picture of that up here so that you can see that as well. So the 9 patch is a very versatile block, but I think in its versatility, that is its power, and it is, I think, a superhero within the quilting community. And it's a block that has often been the supporting role within a quilt, but I think it deserves a little bit more recognition than that. And I think it's great. So that's my argument for the 9 patch. So let me know in the comments down below. Have you made a 9 patch? Have you made an Irish chain? Have you made something a little bit more complicated? Do you like it scrappy or with just 2 colours? If you would like to have a go at making an Irish chain quilt, there is a link, if I can get my technology to work with me. There should be a link down below which will give you a handout, a PDF handout on how to make an Irish chain quilt, either by 2 colours or a scrappy version. Do let me know if you have a go, won't you? I'm hoping I've got all my measurements. Right on the handout, but you will let me know, won't you, if that's not the case. And yeah, happy 9 patching. Thanks for joining me today. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.